Today, I'm excited to share my solo cruising experience aboard the luxurious EXPLORA I by EXPLORA Journeys. If you're a solo traveler looking for a sophisticated, all-inclusive cruise with the perfect blend of relaxation, culture, and the chance to connect with others, well, this cruise line has definitely redefined what it means to cruise alone. Let's dive into what makes EXPLORA Journeys so special for solo cruisers. From the moment I stepped on board, I discovered this wasn't just another cruise line. EXPLORA Journeys offered a thoughtful, elevated experience with solo travelers in mind. I found that whether you were looking to unwind or meet new friends, this ship had curated a variety of options that catered to the needs of those cruising alone. And that's what they set out to do. When I came on board, and I didn't know beforehand, but I experienced an awesome solo cruiser program. So I wanted to ask about that. I was on EXPLORA I. Will it be on all EXPLORA ships?
It will be. So that's part of our program. We have something that will cater to the solo travelers, because understandably, some solo travelers want to go just for solstice, for their own self. They don't want to meet other people, but we do have a program for those that want to meet others for that reason. And then additionally to that, we have another program that's called Club Soda for those that have an alcoholic-free lifestyle. We have another program called Prism for our LGBTQIA plus members as well. So we have different programs so that people of the same like-minded ideas and part of that culture and that community can be together too. So if you want that, you can. So we will have these programs on every ship.
One of the standout features on EXPLORA I is the Solo Cruiser program, which has been carefully crafted to make sure you feel welcomed and engaged. There are solo traveler meetups, a wonderful opportunity to connect with others who are traveling solo. These informal gatherings are a great way to bond over shared experiences and interests, and they're perfect for anyone looking to make new friends during their cruise. All right, so I did go to the solo meetup, and it was just the sweetest little ladies. This ship has an older crowd, but there were 3 ladies that showed up, and I heard there were 2 other ladies, different ladies that were there yesterday as well. So sounds like maybe there's a few of us, maybe I would say maybe 10 or so solos on the ship. But well, I don't know if that's the total, but it sounds like that's how many came to the solo meetup at various times. Apparently how they do the solo meetup, it varies from ship to ship. It just depends on the participation, who shows up. So I'm going to continue to show up, for the remainder of the week. And the host, the solo host, she is going to put together a solo dinner one night at the cruise. So I will definitely attend that. But it was really nice, just sitting and chatting with the ladies, and we talked about cruising experience. Everybody talked about where they're from, and we talked to the host about her job here on the ship. So I would say even for EXPLORA Journeys and you're looking for others to connect with and talk to, I think EXPLORA would be a great option for that, because they have this program on every ship, on every sailing. They have it enough to warrant a program and to keep it going. But for now, the solos are having a dinner. It's been scheduled. So I am headed there now. I'm 10 minutes late for pre-dinner drinks. We have pre-dinner drinks at 6 and the dinner at 6:30. Is that right? Yeah, 6:30. And I am headed there now. We're eating at Phil Rouge, and I was there 2 nights ago and loved it. So looking forward to, I don't know what I'm going to get tonight. So we'll see, but I'm looking forward to it. These ladies are a lot of fun. We dined at the captain's table that sits between Phil Rouge and the Med Yacht Club. I got a lobster risotto, and even though my birthday wasn't until the next day, the solos celebrated my birthday with me. Birthday to you. Now it was Sherry, one of the other solos, who told me that the lobby bar had the best bartenders and the best drinks. So we headed there after dinner and ordered 2 EXPLORA Journeys signature drinks off of the menu. And it was delicious. Happenings around the ship today included a scavenger hunt, team trivia, a luminary talk about Cozumel, tomorrow's port stop, live music in the lobby and Explorer Lounge, and movies under the stars again. I promised some of the other solos that I would meet them in the Astern Lounge on Deck 5 for the Shining Star Karaoke night. That is cute! Look at that! Aww. Then it was to the Astern Lounge to watch karaoke. And I was just in time to see Nainito, another solo on the ship. We met earlier on the cruise as Nito told me she recognized me from my channel. Yes, YouTube can be a blessing now to meet other solos. It was great meeting and hanging out with her, but for now, I could just watch her perform. But little did I know that Sarah, the solo host and show host, would call me to the stage. Never have I ever done karaoke until now. And the footage is compliments of Nainito. Overall, EXPLORA I is a cruise designed with solo travelers in mind, with welcoming social spaces, specially curated meetups, and plenty of opportunities to connect with fellow cruisers. You'll never feel alone on this luxurious journey. If you're a solo traveler, I highly recommend EXPLORA Journeys for your next adventure. Solo cruising is one of my things. So of course we have to have a discussion about, the solo pricing, the solo supplement. Can you speak to the cost of the single supplement? And I will say that Kathy is the one who has been keeping me abreast of the solo supplement. So I'll let you take over.
Oh yeah, our solo supplement. So typically we start at 25% and it goes up depending on how full the ship is or what categories you're booked into. But we do have a rolling program where there's about 30 to 40 journeys that have 0 single supplement. So you have the whole suite to yourself if you want to. And of course, if you're interested in that, Cheryl will have the information for you. Yes, some journeys will have 0 single supplement, and that's a great way.
And I would say on the cruise that I just did, that's how I actually sailed that cruise, because that was actually 50% off, which is no solo supplement, and there wasn't like the additional 25% solo supplement fee that they normally have on there. So yeah, and I put out the vlog. If you saw my vlog earlier today, it is a compilation of every day or the vlogs that you may have already seen or seen parts of. But at the end, and I have chapters there, so at the end you can see my total breakdown of cost of what I paid for the cruise and actually on board. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. Once again, a large empty elevator to myself as I head to the Explorer Lounge for afternoon tea. Afternoon tea was daily from 4 to 5 p.m. And along with a cart of sandwiches and desserts, there were made-to-order gluten-free sandwich options and gluten-free dessert options as well. I decided to multitask and attend afternoon tea and get a little work done at the same time. All right, good evening. It is about 20 minutes to 8. I spent some time at the EXPLORA Lounge, talked with another solo who just came and sat with me and chatted with me. And that's the thing on this ship, you will not be alone, especially if you go to the solo meetup. Because the ship is so small, you're bound to run into each other in passing quite a bit. And if somebody sees you sitting alone, they may just come and join you. I've had several solos at different times to come join me for lunch or breakfast just because they see me over there sitting by myself. So if you're looking to connect with others, this ship with their solo program, and just, when solos know who the solos are, you just connect in passing. So that's a great thing about this ship. So I'm about to go up to the marketplace and find just something a little light, something to eat. As you can see, I didn't do a lot today. Work, rest, eat, but that's the beauty of cruising, and especially cruising alone. And I happened to find the other solos dining here this evening, and they welcomed me to join them. These ladies were such a delight to talk to and to hang out with. What amazed me was that in this group of ladies were 2 widows, one who had lost her husband and longtime cruise companion just before this cruise. They came solo, but they weren't alone. So if you have a similar situation and you're hesitant about cruising solo, you don't have to worry. With solo cruising programs, you can find other solos on the ship as well. Later, 2 of the solos and I went to the malt whiskey bar for old fashions and then tried our luck at the casino before spending the rest of the night at the lobby bar. Now this is the best bar for engagement with our favorite bartenders, especially Fernando, who was kind of voted our top favorite. I hung out with solos, Sherry and Nainito, just relaxing, talking, listening to music, and enjoying the evening while browsing Explora Journey's exclusive drink list.
This is a strong drink.
Huh? It's a strong drink.
He said it's strong. I don't know if I want strong.
I love strong. Okay, we're gonna try this.
Oh, why's mine?
I want the biggest one. I love you guys.
I know.
You guys.
But this one's fatter.
You can move to Colorado.
But this one's fatter though. Those are more shallow.
I want the big one.
They're probably all the same. Are these all the same?
It's the same in quantity.
Yeah, that's what I thought. See?
The thing is that the glasses are everywhere, I don't have 3 of the same. It's not the same, but it's the same in quantity.
We enjoyed having a solo bonding moment with Fernando as he made us each a specialty drink, an old Cuban with Diplomatico rum, a Venezuelan rum. Okay. Hear what he said.
All right, I'll shut up.
What are you on YouTube?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel, so we're gonna be on YouTube.
Give me the link later.
Okay, I will.
That's so cool. I'll follow you.
Okay, thank you.
He's our favorite bartender.
He's our favorite bartender.
Second favorite. Don't give him a bigger head than he already has.
I'm not jealous. A bigger head than I already have.
Yeah, this is gonna be incredible. Old
Cuban.
Need a cigar, yeah. There's some rum, sugar, some lemon.
and champagne. And champagne. It's got an old age rum. What's the name of that rum? It's Venezuelan.
Or I look for this
Diplomatic.
diplomatic.
Venezuelan rum.
A Venezuelan rum.
Oh, this is a blue Hawaiian.
We've been drinking that for like
I know.
Oh, and
She
it
started
comes
this
with
one
a
at
bottle.
8 o'clock. That was 8 o'clock, yeah. And this was so good. And this drink is available for an upcharge of $8.
We're playing musical. They like musical chairs.
You ready?
We're ready.
Oh, these look good.
One,
They smell good.
two,
Right, my girls.
The Three Musketeers.
Thank you. Okay.
Well, my name is Fernando. You can find me at the lobby bar in the EXPLORA I. Hello, this girl.
Thank you.
As I began eating, a couple sat next to me, so I tried to keep my talking to a minimum so as not to bother them. But apparently they weren't bothered at all. As the evening progressed, they struck up a conversation with me and we talked for the longest time after my meal and before I went to join another solo at her table. The people on this ship were very friendly to me. Now let's get into what I paid. Okay, out of all the cruises I've taken across 10, now 11 cruise lines, this one was it. My first true luxury cruise and hands down my best cruise experience ever. Now, don't get me wrong, I love all cruise styles, and I'm always excited to sail any ship. I'm not here to knock any cruise line, but if we're talking about personal favorites, this one tops the list. So let's get into the question everyone likes to ask. How much did this incredible cruise actually cost me? Well, I booked it in November 2024, just 3 months before the sailing. Now, I'm a big advocate for booking 1 to 2 years out because that's typically when you find the best pricing, especially for solos. But this time, I saw a deal that I just couldn't pass. I jumped on a 50% off solo supplement promo and locked it in for $3,575. Now, that's a regular consumer rate too, not a travel agent discount. Now, I've been watching prices and I haven't seen a rate quite like that for a Caribbean sailing recently. That doesn't mean it won't ever pop up again. EXPLORA Journeys runs some amazing solo promos, and they regularly have 25% solo supplements on selected sailings. Now, if you're curious, definitely join my mailing list or reach out because I'm always watching for the next best offer so I can hop back on board. And when I find that offer, I'm definitely gonna let everybody know on my mailing list. But back to what it cost me. Okay, now let's break it down. Aside from the cruise fare, here's what I spent on board. $125 for the guacamole, salsa, and beach excursion, $80 for the Belize Historical Highlights tour. And for my birthday, I splurged on the cognac and cigar experience in the Malt Whiskey Bar's Cigar Lounge, and that was $95. And then I went off menu and spent $8 on a Cuban drink that contains a premium Venezuelan rum, so that was $8. Now here's where it gets even better for my pricing. Other than certain specialty drinks, gratuities, specialty dining, thermal spa access, and premium Wi-Fi for 3 devices were all included in my fare. On most cruises, I add on all of these items, and that bundle alone can run another $300 to $500 depending on the cruise, and that may be with Wi-Fi for just 1 device. So, total onboard spending came to $308, but I had a 165 Journeys experience credit that brought my actual out-of-pocket onboard spend to just $143. Now, add that to my cruise fare, and my grand total for this cruise was $3,718 for this amazing 7-night luxury cruise. And honestly, it was totally worth it. Now, I live in the Florida area, so I didn't have to pay for flights. I did Uber to and from the port, but I do that the same on every cruise, so I didn't add that into the cost. And the same with tips for excursions or the onboard crew. Now compare that cost to a suite for a solo on a traditional cruise line, and then add in drinks, Wi-Fi gratuities, and the thermal spa, and it can easily cost more than what I paid. Now, if you're thinking of giving EXPLORA Journeys a try, come sail with me. I'm hosting a 7-night Caribbean opulence group cruise on EXPLORA II, leaving from San Juan on April 2nd, 2026. Now, the solo price for the same Ocean Terrace suite I had is $3,928, and it includes a $400 destination experience credit. or excursion credit. Now, even after this group rate expires on April 28th, you can still get into my group at a 5% discount off the current promotion. Check the description box to join us. I promise it's an experience you do not want to miss. Well guys, thank you so much for following my EXPLORA I vlog series, and I can't wait to share more journeys with you very soon. Are you ready to try EXPLORA Journeys, but don't want to try it alone? Join me on EXPLORA II for my Caribbean Opulence Group Cruise. Check the description box for the link. Now, are you ready for your first or your next cruise and need assistance? Scan the QR code and let's work together to plan your customized cruise experience.